If you're hearing a fan noise in the background, it's just a fan that we've got over in the corner to circulate air. We're running a dehumidifier. It's 112 degrees now. We're flipping back and forth between 111 and 112. It's 405. This is an intermittent problem, so it's like when you have a noise in your car and you bring it to the mechanic and then he doesn't hear the noise. I'm really hoping that we're successful in capturing this. 406, we're flickering back and forth between 112 and 113. If I knew some good jokes, I'd tell them to help the time pass a little bit, but I don't, so we'll just sit here and watch the display. 407, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. If we don't end up catching it this time, it'll be because we may not have let things run for long enough. I was trying to abbreviate the process here by having my wife turn the thermostat down upstairs, so we may have to go through this exercise one more time. How long can you record for?
I have 9 minutes remaining.
If we have to do this again and we have to use a second disk, can you combine it into one file?
Mm-hmm.
So we could send a single disk.
Okay.
409, we're still hanging at 113. I believe when I've done this in the past, I've done a similar exercise, just me here observing it. It may have risen back up to maybe around 120 or so. I don't know, I don't recall exactly when I've observed this in the past. What temperature? Again, this is something I was working on last spring, and it sat dormant until today. And we figured the best way to do this, illustrate it, was to just make a video. It may take a little bit longer for you folks to watch that than read an email or hear a phone conversation, but there's nothing like actually hearing the problem occur, if we can get it to occur. When these impulses do happen, there's usually a few of them, so what we may do is hit pause on the camera, and after we hear the first one, we'll start the camera rolling again. So right now we're going to pause it at 10 minutes past 4, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I did just hear the noise. 413. We're 111, 112. I'm going to leave this rolling now and be quiet, see if we can hear this. You shut the door over there. You just heard it there. 413, 112 degrees, 111. Hearing it again. There you go again. 414, 111 degrees. And actually the blower noise you're hearing in the background is an auxiliary duct booster blower that's at the far end of the house where the airflow is a little bit weak. And that is powered off the same line feeding the furnace. So you'll hear, when you hear this blower, these impulses happening here, you actually hear that duct booster. That shuts down, and I think it's because it's the voltage is being drawn down because you get a sudden inrush of current into the blower. We're catching this real good here now. 415, 111, 111 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're hearing these impulses. I'm not timing this, but I'm going to guess maybe 30 seconds apart, something like that. And this is absolutely typical what we're hearing now. We're at 109 degrees, 416. Hope the audio's picking this up because this is classic here. .416, 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Continuing to hear the issue. Okay, that blower sound that just stopped in the background, again, that's a duct boosting blower. That's not the main blower from the system here. What that says is that the temperature, I've got another bimetallic switch on the other side of the hot air plenum that doesn't allow that duct booster to go on until the plenum temperature's up to whatever the switch rating is. Just to be clear, that duct booster, the only thing that's common is the main, the main line coming in. The power is the only thing that's common. It's got nothing to do. It's not in any way tied to this controller or any other aspect of the system. Completely separate. Okay, it's 418, 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Does seem that the impulses may have stopped, and this is typical. And I wouldn't expect them to reoccur until there was another complete cycling of the system. You know, the thermostat calling for heat, burner running, go through the whole cycle. So I'm going to let this run for just another minute or so, and then we're going to call it quits. I think we've gotten a good demonstration of what this problem is.